Hello everyone, I welcome you all to today's session wherein we are going to discuss a very important trick, very useful trick pertaining to the topic of equations. We shall be doing that in some time, but please remember this is a very brief video wherein we will be talking about one particular trick. Now besides this video, we have uploaded quite a few videos on different topics like numbers, like geometry, like time, distance, right, DI, etc. So please do watch out those videos, right? Please just have a look at the videos, because over there also we have covered few questions as well as few important concepts too. And as you are aware, we are national leaders as far as the test prep is concerned, be it CAT or Bank PO or SSC examinations, alright. So please reach out to your nearest center, right, in case you want to enroll for a physical class or for online classes, online batches. We run online classes. You can enroll yourself, alright, after you decide to get enrolled on our website itself. So let's get started with the topic for today. So the topic is a very simple question for all of you. Do you know this particular trick from the equations topic? So what is this trick about? Let's talk about that. And I would like to start off with a question. So it's a very simple question, two equations, two variables, simultaneous equation questions. And the question is, find the value of x plus y. So what is going to be x plus y given these two conditions? So what you can do right now is pause the video, try out the question yourself, right? Take around 2 minutes time, try it out yourself and see what the answer is, and then we'll discuss this anyways. Observe, he says 13x plus 15y is equal to 306. So let me just rewrite the equation again. So the usual process that we have of solving a simultaneous equation is you try to eliminate one of the variables, right? Now I think over here it will be easier for us to eliminate the variable y, isn't it? Because y here is multiples of 5 on both the sides. So let's multiply the first equation by 2 so that the coefficient of y becomes 30. Let's multiply second equation by 3 so that the coefficient of y becomes again 30, and now subtract. So when you do that, see what do we get? 15 into 2 is 30y minus 10 into 3 is 30y, will cancel out. 13 into 2 is 26, 7 into 3 is 21, 26x minus 21x will be 5x. 306 into 2 is 612 minus 184 into 3 is 552, which will give us what? 60. So from this we get the value of x as 60 by 5, which is 12. But he's not asking us for x, he's asking us for x plus y. So we'll need the value of y as well. Now how do we get y? So substitute back the value of x in either equation 1 or 2. So when I do that, observe, let me use the second equation for that. So 7 into x, 7 into 12 is 84 plus 10y is equal to 184. So 10y will be equal to 100, and hence the value of y you will get it as 10. So once you get x and y, the question is find x plus y, which will be 22. So this is how we could answer this question, by solving the equation for the variables, adding up the variables and then getting to the answer. However, please note there is a small trick that we have for such questions which ask you for combination of variables where the coefficients are equal, coefficients of the variables are equal. So you have 1x plus 1y being asked or 2x plus 2y being asked. So basically if x and y have the same coefficient, then this trick can be applied. Now let's try to understand what the trick is. So I'll just write down the equation again. 13x plus 15y is equal to 306 and 7x plus 10y is equal to 184, right? So what we shall do is, the steps involved in this trick are step 1, take the difference of the coefficients. So 13 to 15, it's an increase of 2. So the difference of the coefficient is plus 2, second term minus the first term. So I'm also taking the sign. Here what is the difference? It's plus 3, 10 minus 7, 3. You consider the differences. Now what you do in step 2 is, you cross multiply these differences. So that means whatever difference you're getting in the first equation, you multiply the second equation with that, and whatever difference we are getting in the second, you multiply the first equation with that. Cross multiply the differences. and then you either add the results or subtract the results depending on whether these differences have the same sign or opposite sign. For example, right now currently if you will see, these two differences have the same sign. So if they have the same sign, you should subtract. If they have opposite signs, you should add. So right now if you will see, they have the same sign, so we need to subtract it. So let's go for that. So what do we get? 3 into 306 will be 918 minus 184 into 2 is 368. Left hand side, let's see what do we get. 7 into 13 is 39. 7 into 2 is 14. 39 minus 14 will give you what? 25x. 15 into 3 is 45y. 10 into 2 is 20y. 45y minus 20y will give you 25y. Should be equal to this. 25 I can take out common. So the answer, the result here is what? 50, right? 550. So 25 will go 22 times, and hence the value of x plus y is going to be 22 directly. So the same answer that we got here, we could get it in one direct result instead of finding out the value of x separately, y separately, and then adding up. So this trick will work always as long as the expression being asked is having coefficients of x and y equal. So if they have equal coefficients, we can always apply this particular trick like this and get to our result. I hope we are clear with this. Now let's try to practice this one more time, but this time on case of 3 variables. Observe this. So combined cost of 4 apples, suppose each apple is A rupees, 7 oranges, suppose each orange is R rupees, and 10 bananas, each banana is 10 B rupees, so 10B is 98. Equation number 1. The combined cost of 13 apples, 9 oranges and 5 bananas is 236 rupees. What will be the combined cost of 1 apple, 1 orange, 1 banana? So again, what do we want? We want 1A, 1R and 1B. So if you look at it, this question is very similar to our previous question, wherein the question was to find 1x plus 1y. This time the only difference is we have 3 variables instead. Now observe, here also we will try to notice the difference in the coefficients. What is the difference? It is 4 to 7 plus 3, 7 to 10, it's plus 3. It should be equal. If they are different, we cannot apply the trick. So this is 3 and 3. If they are not equal, these two, we cannot apply this trick, then we have to do something else, which we may discuss in some other video. Now here, what is the difference? 13 and 9, it's minus 4. 9 and 5 is also minus 4. Write it down with sign. Next, what we do is, we cross multiply the differences without the sign. So multiply the first equation by 4, we'll take care of the sign later. Second equation by 3. And again, depending on whether the differences are of opposite signs or same sign, we will either add or subtract. Alright. For example, observe, here in this case, they are of opposite signs, so we'll add. If they had been of same sign, we subtracted, if you remember here. Right. So here in this case, we will be adding them. Let's try to do it. So what do we get? 4 into 4, 16A, 13 into 2, 26. So 16, sorry, 1 second. 4 into 4 is 16, 13 into 3 is 39. So how much is it? 39 and 16, 55. 7 into 4, 28, 9 into 3, 27, 28 and 27 will be 55 again. 10 into 4, 40, 5 into 3, 15, again 55. So if I take 55 common also, what do I get here? 98 into 4 is 392. 236 into 3 will give us what? Will be 708. So if I take 55 common, 1A, 1R, 1B will be equal to, when you add these two, you will get how much? 400, 1100. So 55 can easily cancel out here 20 times, and hence the combination 1A, 1R, and 1B is going to be 20. That is what was asked. We can get to our answer directly like this. So, this trick can be applied, as I said, whenever the question is about the combination involving coefficients of all the variables being equal. If they are all equal, we can apply this trick. For applying this trick, you need the differences equal. If they are equal, then you can very well go ahead and use this trick and get to your answer very conveniently. So, I hope you have understood the trick here. So, next time around, if you see a question like this, please think of applying this trick so that you can get to our answer easily. Now, just one last point in this trick, when is it applicable? So, point number 1 that you need to check is differences between two successive variables is constant. It should be equal. If it is not equal, you cannot use it. Second, cross multiply the differences without any sign. Don't worry about the sign at this stage, just simply cross multiply. Third, you add the results if the differences are of opposite sign. Otherwise, you subtract. If they are of same sign, then you will subtract. So, it is a 3-step process basically, alright, 3-step process which will help us in getting to our answer more conveniently. So, this is a trick that I was talking about. I hope it was clear. So, with this we have come to the end of the session today, right, very short session. Thank you and all the very best.